Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. What's happening, Serious Crew? Real quick, let's go around the room. My dude Tombstone to my right. Underneath him, yeah, baby. Flap and Smack. To the left of him, my dude Merc Show. Everybody say what's up.
Hello.
What's up? Good morning.
First round, what is everybody drinking? Yes, sponsored.
Water.
Coffee. I got both coffee and Gatorade.
Order your Gamer Grind coffee. Get a nice little discount code on us. Exclamation mark Gamer Grind in the chat will give you a nice little discount using our code. Want to get a couple announcements going for those of you that are aware. If you're part of the Serious community, exclamation mark Discord will get you into the Serious community. We're running a friendly community event for Minecraft right now. We're building whatever style castle you want, minimum 100 by 100, maximum 5,000 by 5,000. If you like Minecraft, and I'm talking about the PC, the Java version, not the Bedrock version or not the console version, head over to teamseriesdfw.com/Minecraft to find out all the details on the server information, quick tutorial on how to do a land claim within the server. Also, we just kicked off the first ever Rocket League season 1, I should say, league for Rocket League. So meaning that you'll have set of matches throughout a few amounts of weeks. You play on your time, you report the score, and you progress within the league. It is a paid entry fee for that one. And if you didn't have your own team, you could sign up as a free agent and then cover your fees. It literally comes down to $10 a piece within that same team, and then you get to go through the league or that season. And there was no rank requirements. You can check all this information out. Exclamation mark Battlefy in the chat will get you back to our tournaments. We're also kicking off FIFA this week. Same thing, seasoned, based on leagues, set of matches. And there is an entry fee and there is a prize winning at the end. And then after that, we'll kick off into real nasty salt with Rainbow Six Siege coming back strong. Get that extra salt in your life, get that blood pressure rising because it's about to get toxic in here. Aside from that, I hope everybody's had a fantastic 4th of July. It is the return of the Serious Gentlemen, and we're kicking it off right with episode 7 with these fine gentlemen here. Yes, everyone's from Team Serious, and yes, everybody's from the Serious crew. Go ahead, Tombstone.
All right, so just to kind of reiterate that, not only do we have Siege coming up, but we've also got CSGO. We've got League of Legends back on the docket. We got a lot of games coming up. So we got a lot of projects going on and, a lot of things coming up especially for esports. But we also got our podcast here. We got the ladies podcast coming back on Wednesday. They're going to be jumping into their snacks on Wednesday. So definitely going to be an interesting show there. To kind of get things kicking here, I'm looking behind our wonderful host there, and it looks like he's got one of our amazing Pulse Labs chairs, who is one of our sponsors as well. So, guys, I wanted to start it off by asking you, what is the next major upgrade that you're going to do to your setup, whether it's your gaming setup, whether it's your PC, maybe something just to make you comfortable? What's next on the docket? I know Merc and Natso are constantly upgrading their system and upgrading their station. So what's next? Let me know what's going on next.
I wouldn't say constantly, but I might have bought a couple of pieces that I can't quite yet utilize, and I'm saving for the future, or maybe one day. I don't know. If I see a sale, I kind of grab something. You never know when you might need it. You know what I mean? Well, I recently just bought a capture card to get like 4K pass through and everything like that. Even though I don't play at 4K, I play at 2K, but it still bothers me. And
the luxury of riches.
Well, I saw a good deal. That was the thing. Like, capture cards are really hard to come by, and like it was like I want to say like 30% off. And like capture cards right now, if you can find a capture card at 30% off, like grab it, because especially right now with everything going on.
What card was it?
It was my AverMedia. The box is right around the corner. I'll grab it in a second. But I would say the next upgrade would probably be a whole nother second PC. Like, not a whole nother one, because I have parts and stuff to kind of build one together. Probably CPU.
Welcome to the other side.
Yeah, exactly.
The darkest of dark.
The darkest of sides, yes. But yeah, I was eyeing up the what was it? Is it the 3400G? The AMD CPU with the integrated graphics? I think?
Anything with the G in it is integrated. Yes.
Well, do they have 36 or is it 34?
No, 34 is the highest. It goes 32 and then 32. 34.
So I was probably going to do 34G, and like just because I don't think I'll need another video card for it, just because I'll be doing CPU encoding with it, and I think that would be enough. I don't know.
But the good thing is that you're always able to add on to it, right? So that's what's the magic about it.
There you go.
Also, that comment, I felt really judged and attacked about how I'm constantly upgrading and buying things.
Right? I didn't say buying.
I'm like, yo, what the heck?
Okay, listen.
When he's lying.
You're constantly working on stream. You're working on software. You're constantly updating your station. I just wanted to know what was next. It didn't mean to be a judgment, okay? I'm judging you. I didn't want them to judge you.
Probably the only thing that I'm looking forward to is the next series of graphics where I'm probably going to pick up either a 3070, a 3080, something like that, and give my current video card over to my son because it just gets handed down. But do I really need one? No, I don't. Yeah. I need to upgrade my panels, like to 4K panels, to be honest. So that's why I haven't really been wanting to get more video cards or get or upgrade to the next segment of current video cards, because I feel like it's too much for just 1080p panels. I have 4 1080p panels and I'm waiting for one of them to go out. So I'm be like, yes, I can finally swap in a 4K or just chuck it or make it fall or loosen up the arm and oh, it broke. Oh my God, I need a 4K panel.
I'm going to trip over your desk the next time.
So you need a 3200 and like, or 240 hertz, beautiful 2K monitor. That's what you need. Right?
Yeah. I need 4 of them.
You're right. I need to punch my panel so they stop working and be like, oh my God.
We need that upgrade.
Yeah.
Aside from that, I'm probably gonna, since their sales have been going so good, I'll probably just buy a 3700 and then slot it into my streaming PC, running a 3600. But the sales have been really good for the 3700. So
that was another thing I was thinking about doing, because like obviously it could just like swap in and out. You know what I mean? So that's the great thing about what AMD is doing right now. I feel anyway is that
right.
You know, they just have that bang for your buck right now, you know?
That's correct. And I was just more cores and more threads. Do I need it? No, it's my stream PC. Do I want it? Yes. Well, I wait for a sale, of course, and then I'll slot it in. It's easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Absolutely.
What are you shaking your head at? Go ahead.
Yeah, just, I have to wait until people send me shit to upgrade.
Yeah, not so flappy.
Yeah.
Did you see what he did? Did you see what he did with the logo? That was great. Absolutely splendid. Right while you're talking. All right, what'd you get down there? All right.
It is
it's backwards stuff.
The Live Gamer 4K.
Yep, Live Gamer 4K, the GC 573.
Yeah, I have the 1080 one, the Live Gamer HD2 1080. When they dropped, I bought that, and that's around. They've been running great. I love Evermedia. I've been running them for years.
Yeah, that's the thing. I've never used Evermedia, so I'm kind of curious to see how it works out.
Well, I'm a lot more simple. I just want to get rid of this damn ring light that's in front of my face, making me look like angelic white, and I want the 2 box lights on the side finally set up. I've got them. They're in my room, but I haven't put them up yet. I'm just too lazy. I've been grinding Pokemon. I get sucked into that game and not really stream or anything else. So
I don't know. I look orange, I guess. I got to look at my lighting now. You guys are going to make me self-conscious.
Let me give you this link that I gave Brosine so you can go ahead and buy it, because only people buy whatever Brosine links, even though.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was Brosine's idea.
Brosine, can you link this up for us, please? We know who the.
Oh. How are we going to get that sponsorship from them?
Yes.
Are we going back to sponsorships?
Yes.
Yeah.
Who are you sponsored by, Flap?
San Diego Zoo.
First thing you could grab off the desk, whatever it was.
Absolutely. It was either that or on air. Exactly, does it?
There you go.
You don't even have kids. Why do you need that?
Or I've got an axe.
Axe questions?
Wait, didn't you make that?
That's an old this is an old German World War II multi-tool.
Legit?
Screwdriver,
nail
puller, hammer, axe. I use it as a headphone stand.
That's awesome.
I jam it into this.
Shut up.
And it sits next to my
Minecraft real life.
That is the most epic thing ever. If I were to just walk in and see that on someone's desk, like
the original plan was to get
Almost
an old, or well, I guess a fake skull. It has to be fake, wouldn't it? And axe into the top of that.
You can have my skull.
But Jenny said that'd be creepy. Oh
No,
God!
All right, so we talked a little bit of hardware. Let's talk software. What's on the agenda for your stream and updating? Particularly, I can listen to Notso talk about what Team Sirius is doing all day, but I want to talk more about your personal stream. All of us still stream except for Flap So Busy down there. So what's next for you guys? I mean,
Falp So Busy.
Falp So Jesus, whatever. I know Brosine was doing cruise control. We've got some other software that's going into your streams. I just kind of want to hear what you're working on next.
Well, actually, just like Brosine, I have come to actually really utilize cruise control. Actually, that's like the biggest thing I've been messing with lately, just because it's made it so convenient to implement things with channel point redemptions and stuff like that.
I'm still waiting to figure out how to access this thing. I'm having a pain in the butt time figuring it out.
Yeah, well, you're more than welcome to ask questions. Like, I'm by no means an expert, but it, like, as far as other softwares, I haven't really been messing with much. I've been, using my video editing softwares, Vegas, for years now to like edit little animations and stuff into my channel and whatnot. But as far as new softwares, that's pretty much it. Is like anything I use off stream is Vegas and cruise control and OBS. That's pretty much it.
Flap actually got me introduced to DaVinci, and DaVinci is what I've been using. And I have, once I started using it, I've made a couple of montages now, but I have loved it. And I've loved being able to deep dive into how to video edit and how to make titles that are animated. And it's incredible. It's a tool that like never ceases to amaze me with how much depth it has.
I've heard great things about DaVinci. Like I've heard nothing but good things, and I've actually been curious because one thing that I've been using Vegas for work for the past 10 years, and so I know like
Vegas boys.
What was that?
We're Vegas boys. I use Vegas as well.
Yeah, like I know like the back of my hand.
Resolve us two. Vegas, those losers.
And then well, one thing Vegas doesn't really utilize that I'm kind of curious because I've heard so many good things about DaVinci is GPU accelerating. And like anytime I've tried to use it in Vegas, it just crashes Vegas. Like I've always kind of had problems with it. And I've heard DaVinci really does that well. So that is one thing I've been meaning to actually go in DaVinci and kind of test it out to see how well it works, because that's always something I've been very, very curious about.
DaVinci's rendering is much faster than I was expecting it to be.
Do you know if it uses GPU encoding?
I'm not sure. I've heard that it does, but I haven't actually checked it myself. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I don't know if you have to like turn that setting on or not.
It's automatic. It's GPU encoding automatic.
Oh, okay. See,
I've actually read about it and did a comparison sheet on it. The only difference is, and what version of Vegas are you running?
I run actually multiple different ones, 11, 13, and 14 right now.
Okay. All of those are terrible for GPU encoding. 15 and above the GPU encoding. I run 15 and 17.
Okay.
So once you leap over to a newer version, the GPU encoding is fixed, and it's seamless. The only problem that I've seen between Vegas and DaVinci Resolve is even when Flap and I encode at the same level using GPU, something Vegas throws in an extra codec we haven't been able to figure out what it throws in. And he can't open the project over in Resolve at all. So when I drop it into CPU encoding and re-render the video and then send it to him, he's able to open in DaVinci Resolve. So I don't know what extra.
What are you rendering it out as?
I can take a screenshot.
We can do that.
We did
like the stuff I live and breathe for. So.
We did a comparison of exactly what the settings were, and I sent him a screenshot of him, and you're able to you upload it everywhere. except for you're not able to open it and resolve. But when I do CPU encoding, he's able to open it and edit and whatever he needs to do.
Interesting.
I think the only site that wouldn't take it was Twitter.
Twitter,
well.
yeah. Twitter was the most difficult one.
Yeah, I've actually had to change like codecs or formats in general just to upload to Twitter before. I've had issues with Twitter.
All right, let's not bash Twitter. We still need to learn how to edit.
No,
We just want to edit our tweets. That's it.
So I'll run 15 and 17 and 17. Oh, so much better with all the new features. Because, it's technically direct competitor. For those of you who don't know, it's actually direct competitor to Premiere. But it's a huge learning curve between both of them, right? It's so massively different to learn Premiere. I found it really frustrating to learn Premiere versus learning Vegas. To me, Vegas seemed a little more intuitive, but then, I would go back and forth between people that do this at work where they say, no, I couldn't even stand Vegas, but I learned Premiere so fast.
Well, see, I first learned Premiere. Premiere is what I learned to edit off of. In high school, and then I got an internship at a job, and then they used Vegas. That's all they used. So the transition from Premiere to Vegas, I felt was pretty easy. Like, my first question when I started learning Vegas, I'm like, all right, what's the cut shortcut? Like, what is it? S. Okay, I'm good. Like after that, like it's all kind of downhill from there. It's super easy. I felt like it was pretty easy to learn. Obviously it takes a couple of years to get everything down, but I don't know. I love Vegas. The only reason I don't move to newer versions is because we use a bunch of different like proprietary applications we've made and stuff that we're kind of afraid won't work with newer versions. So that was kind of the only reason we've steered away.
Right. Support is always a thing you have to consider, especially if you homebrewed some things.
Yeah.
Is it going to jump over to the next version? Is it backwards compatible? Do we have to get somebody to rewrite all this stuff? Is it even possible to rewrite those and all those things? So I started with Premiere as well. I found it convoluted. I felt like everything was everywhere else. And when I jumped into Vegas and I learned the shortcuts and kind of learning where the menus were, it seemed like it worked better. Like the flow was better to me. That's my opinion. I've talked to other people that said, no, but Vegas doesn't make any sense. Adobe made a ton of sense. So I don't know. That's just me.
I've heard Vegas is really, really good for audio editing as well. I've heard like a lot of like audio engineers love you. They can literally make a song in Vegas.
Resolve has full audio editing in it as well, actually. It's like Audacity inside of it.
So going back to your audio question or audio comment there, the first 6 podcasts were all post-processed within Vegas. So I did all the post-processing with it. I extracted the audio, did all the filtering. It's really, really good. And then moving forward, I built profiles against it, moved away from Vegas, moved more to Audacity because it was basically like simple click, and everything was post-processed and waited till it rendered. But the profile came from Vegas, and I would do it today again at Vegas because their post processing is just as good, if not better than I would say probably better than Audacity. It's just I want to be able to. The reason why I went into Audacity is more likely going to end up handing the torch, and I want to have these processes already like video recorded and like documented to where I gave it to somebody and then it's already documented. What is the easiest way I can assign this post-processing job to somebody that's not familiar with both Vegas Pro and Audacity? How can I do that? How can I simplify that workflow, right? Because that's the first thing you want to do. Be able to teach somebody what you do without not knowing the full extent of audio and plugins, VSTs, and DAW and everything else. How can I make it really simple? Okay, so I'll take Audacity, I'll take this profile, upload it, I extract this, run this, render, save, boom, done, right? You didn't have to tinker with any of the settings. You didn't have to do any EQ. You didn't have to do any noise removal. The profile already has all that segmented, right? Wouldn't that just be the easiest? And that's why I did it the way I did it. I hate messing with audio.
Same.
It is my kryptonite when it comes to this whole streaming thing. I'm a video guy, always have been.
Yeah, I keep going to not so because audio it just kicks my ass. I mean,
I've definitely asked a question or two.
I'm not gonna lie, like audio and we do not have a good relationship, and I don't know that it's ever gonna fix itself. But right now we're not even in mediation. We're not even talking right now.
So going back to that video editing software, one of the biggest things about why I refuse to go back to Adobe is their cloud subscription. That was the killer for me. So as soon as CS6 dropped, and I have a copy of CS6, but then I moved over to, newer versions of Vegas Pro, I felt like that was the cutoff. I'm not giving them any more money. What I like about Vegas Pro is you buy the license, full license, and I'm able to install it on 2 different computers and not having to pay them anymore. And I still get updates for the X amount of the lifespan of that software, right? I still get the updates. So once they drop support for those versions that I have, okay, yeah, I'm going to have to go buy their latest version, 3 or 4 versions later. But I don't feel like I'm quote unquote, wasting my money because I don't do enough inside of Adobe to continue that subscription. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
I just go with whatever's free.
I'm with you. I don't do enough to merit another subscription to something. I mean,
no.
I like being able to jump into Resolve, and even Audacity when I want to. I've always got them up. I also have XSplit, so I can always use their video editor, although it's still pretty new, so they don't have all the tools that you need. But if I'm doing a quick, 15, 20-second montage or a clip, I can do that through XSplit. So I already have too many licenses and subscriptions. I don't need any more. And Adobe.
I tried a ton of different editors before I settled with Resolve, and one was like Hit Film or something like that, and then there was a light one, and nothing would do everything I wanted it to do. And then I found Resolve, and it does. But I feel bad not paying for the amount I use. I feel bad not paying for the full thing, but it's 250 quid.
I don't even know what that is.
So the full product, the full product is like 300.
Yeah.
But I think that's what it is. I think that's how that they're getting you, Flap. I think that's how they're doing it. They're giving you a limited set amount of things to at least get your workflow accomplished.
Yep.
And then that's a hook, line, and sinker, right? Because you're like, man, I wouldn't mind giving them in a later future, even on a sale, wait for a Black Friday sale or Christmas or something like that. And pick a full version, and then you now have a set of features. And if those of you interested, I can link it later. Linus Tech Tips did a full comparison between all of them and the workflows and why they pay $10,000 a year to Adobe Premiere. And then they explain Resolve, they explain Vegas Pro, and then they explain the workflows between inside of them and outside of them. Really, really good video for those of you interested. Linus broke it down. He's like, well, while you can do things in Resolve and while you can do things in Vegas Pro, it's what you have to leave that workflow to go to a different application to do something like sound editing or like
nothing's as interconnected.
Yes, but that's kind of the hook, line, sinker with Adobe. That's what they got you, right? Because just as soon as your project, you're able to pull in After Effects, you're able to pull in Photoshop, you're able to pull in all their feature software, their full suite back into it. Versus Vegas, you have to leave that software and go to an editor and then come back and then drag it back into the project. Which some people say, well, it's not really a pro, this, that, and the other. I get to learn on a different software and all that good stuff. But with Premiere, it's so seamless. So that's why he went on and made a video saying this is the reason why I pay Adobe, because their workflow is so steady.
I think that may have been the video that brought me to it. So I think you sent me it.
I think that's why I like Resolve, is because I've gotten comfortable with their workflow. It's very simple. You import all your videos, then you go to the next, and it's laid out on a toolbar at the bottom. And so at first you upload all your library, then you go in and you cut it, and then you edit it, and then you do animations, and then you render it from there. So it's a very solid flow for me, and I know to do step by step by step, and I'm not trying to skip around and do 15 things. So it's definitely something I want to do more of. I'm comfortable with the Resolve, but I want to do more of to make myself more visible to everybody. But, it's amount of work. I mean, it does take time to video edit. It's not something that's fast. And when you're, I don't consider myself a perfectionist, but I like what I put out, and I definitely want it to look professional. So I'll sit there and I'll tinker with just, tenths of a second on the music and tenths of a second on video, and how does the clip transition? And that is just a bear, man. I want to do it, I just can't. I don't want to invest in it that way.
I think you said the key word there is investment. A lot of people, and this is one of the things that Linus has always brought up in his videos, the time to take from somebody that already is proficient at the amount of years they've done Premiere and try to teach them Vegas, there's a loss of money there, right? Because now he has to go send them to quote unquote some type of school, probably Udemy or something like that, to go learn Sony Vegas Pro, pay for those classes. Pluralsight is another one where they have to take somebody that's already proficient in one software and then go learn a whole new software while you change all your licensing over to that. And that's downtime and that's money, right? Time is money, right? So unless you got somebody like Merc where you said, dude, all I've been doing is really Vegas, and then bring him onto your crew and say, hey, we're going to do X amount of videos with Vegas. This guy knows Vegas. Go ahead and sign him these workloads, and then slowly start transitioning off to where you can get the people that are so proficient at Adobe to learn Vegas or to learn Resolve, this, that, and the other. But the thing is, you become comfortable. Like, it takes you almost a no-brainer. You might even templatize certain things. So where you're like, oh, I just need to do this, that. And so you self-adjust your workflow because you're so comfortable with that software. And it goes with anything in life. You know, people are like, oh, I don't want to do this because it's different than what I do and I don't know it and I'm comfortable, right? This not just something software related. This goes everything in life. You're like, I'm comfortable with this. I like the way this, and all that good stuff. So going back to what to Tombstone is, you get comfortable, you learn DaVinci Resolve, you're good at it. Now you need some new features. It's just easier to go ahead and buy a full license onto it so that you just unlock more features and then continue on your workflow.
Well, like you said earlier, with Resolve, that's how they get you. You know, like Tomb just said it. He's, you know, he's getting more used to Resolve and he's getting used to a workflow, and then like all of a sudden you're getting more and more advanced. You're learning it a little bit more, and then all of a sudden you hit one of those features that you can't access until you get that full license. You know what I mean? So, like, oh, well, do I buy the full license now, or do I try to learn another program that like I might be able to use that feature that's locked behind that, you know? So that's how they get you, you know, that's how that free model works. I don't know what you can and can't do in Resolve, but yeah, I would imagine that's how they get you. Cause I couldn't imagine, like, if I switched to Premiere or something now, I know it would take me a good while. As proficient as I am with Vegas, like, I know I said earlier, I'm like, oh, just show me where the cut key is, and then I'll figure everything else out. It does take time, though. It takes.
But this makes a lot of sense, and I'm glad we kind of talked about the marketing point, because you put something free out there until somebody hits like proverbial glass ceiling, and then they can't go any further, and then they have to buy it. But isn't that the same thing we're seeing in the video game world? I mean,
pay to win.
League of Legends, free game. League of Legends is completely free. You can play the entire version free. Warzone, free until you want to play multiplayer, and then you have to buy that. You know,
but then you get the skins that raise your kill death ratio 2.0.
Right,
so, like,
right. We see how skins win games, guys. If you don't know that. But that's the same model they put out, right? Fortnite was free, made millions and millions and millions of dollars, and that's just the way these companies are marketing. And honestly, I don't want to say that's a better marketing strategy, but it seems to really work. It's
the winning model right now.
It really is the winning model right now. I mean, League of Legends is throwing tournaments, especially their Worlds tournament, you know, millions of dollars in prize earnings. So it's definitely a model that works, and it's proven to work.
Well, just look at some other games that went free to play after, like Destiny. Destiny is a perfect example. You had to pay for it, and now a lot of the game is free to play. Like, you know, things that I've paid for and other people would pay for it, they're giving away for free now. So it just kind of shows you that is the way the wind is turning at this point.
Yeah, you just got to get a few. And like for a game like that, if you can get on this panel alone, if you can get two of us playing it, right? If you get two of us playing it and it's a good game, we're going to bring on the other two, right? And then you can say, okay, well, it's free for a week, right? Not everybody's going to get it because other people are busy or they're doing something else. So I'm going to go grab it. Flap will grab it, and then you guys will see it, and then you pay for it, and then your friends pay for it, and then, you know, it's just planting that one seed, and man, it works really well.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So real quick, not to cut us off here, but I want to go back to a question that was asked in the chat. Groovy had asked, how much time do you spend getting things ready for streams, such as additional content, graphics, and videos as well? But how much time do you spend getting ready for those things?
I would say that I'm assuming that's related. I can only answer related to Team Serious. So when the marketing team has a goal to say like the Rocket League stuff, we try to do it a week in advance if we can. Granted, everybody works, so everybody in our team works a full-time job, so they have to get in when they're not working, obviously, when they're time off. But videos, I know a lot of our videos come from Flap. There's some clips that come from me, but it's mainly Flap. So he might be able to speak a little bit more about how long it takes him to do one of our promotional videos. For the art, it's between Samaze, myself, Shuki, and Ramazy that we split off the work, go into GIMP or go into Photoshop, and modify certain things the way we want it to look, the one we want to speak. But minimum, it takes about a week workflow because we all do work full time. We don't, if we can sit at our desk all day and only work on this, it'll be much, much quicker. But aside from that, Flap would have more defined how long it takes him to make a video. When we ask, here's a new Rocket League promo, how long did it take it? And I know now that he has some of them, he's templatized some of them, so all he has to do is change some dates.
So the tournament's one that plays at the beginning of this, I think, took me about 5 hours to make. That wasn't like including finding the footage or the music or that. I was just cutting everything down, getting it how I wanted it. If you included finding the footage, it's probably 7-8 hours.
Yeah,
that's an investment.
Yeah,
takes a long damn time.
Editing can take a long time. Like it's like you said, finding the footage. Like it goes a lot more than just cutting and putting it together. You have to find the footage, then you have to go through that footage, find the 3 seconds that you want, cut that out, put it together.
Yep.
Oh, that one doesn't really cut well with the other one. Like I was going to say, as much as I said how much I edit, I work like 55 hours a week, and like half of that time is spent editing. So, when I get home, the last thing I want to do is edit even more. So editing video for me has always been something I've really wanted to do, but just don't have the time. Cause like Flap just said, it takes that long. It really does take hours and hours and hours of time. And I would say like off stream stuff, a week, I would probably work on like 3-4 hours because my time is just limited. And I try to designate time towards those sort of things. Cause anybody that is in this business knows that off stream stuff is just as important as on stream stuff. And
probably more.
Yeah. I was actually thinking about saying that. I was like, cause you still want to have that entertainment. It's very, very close for sure. It very well could be more important. And, and that's not even just with video editing. It's with anything, networking, social media, Discord, anything like, so editing video probably would take up the biggest amount of time, more than most things.
Yeah. For me, it's when I go to stream, and I kind of want to make this relevant to everybody who's in here, but streaming wise, I start preparing 30 minutes prior. And that's green screen, that's computer setup, that's everything that I'm going to do. I try to test it once or twice before I go live to make sure audio is fine, make sure my lights are set up, but also like trying to like just I don't want to say keep your appearance up, because I don't want to say like I'm going into into like some talk show, but I definitely try to I try to take a shower if I can 30 minutes prior. I'll wait most of the day to shower until 30 minutes prior to stream. I'll make sure I'm done eating. I'll make sure I'm done having my coffee or whatever. But just preparation, I'd say 30 minutes is about what I do.
Usually. I'm usually thinking about stuff all throughout the day while I'm at work, thinking about what I'm going to do later, like kind of brainstorming in my own head, like, all right, what's my going live tweet going to be? What's my Discord live thing going to be? Like, what am I going to do tonight on stream? Like, what am I doing? Am I playing trios, quads, Destiny? Like, just constantly brainstorming. And, I have been working on like channel animations and stuff like that, but that's something that's a little bit more out of my wheelhouse. So it's taking me a little bit longer to learn. And like, that's what I encourage like people to go a little bit outside their box and try to learn something new, try to add another like weapon to their arsenal, so to speak. You know what I mean? Kind of just to have more tools at your disposal. Blech.
I've done a lot of research recently, just looking and I'm trying to still figure out where my life exists in the streaming world because I'm not really sure. But I've learned I like some of the flashy stuff on streams, but if I jump in and you've got like 15,000 characters at the bottom and you got loopy lights up at the top, or you got your PC in the background, thanks Thomas for having or Felix for having your damn RGB in the background, like it's hard for me to keep up with what's going on stream. So I try to, when I'm streaming, I try to move one thing in, move one thing out. Like I'm always introducing something, but when I introduce that, I'm taking something out. So it's not overwhelming to everybody.
I slowly took stuff off like over the years, like, because at the beginning I had this whole top banner part, and like you said, there was a lot of stuff going on, and slowly over time I started taking more and more things away.
Yeah, I know. We were talking about it on for the League of Legends stream, because the overall presentation of League is so important that I asked Natso to, let's dumb down the stream, try to take everything off of it, because your viewers want to see the mini map. They want to see, the gold feed at the bottom. They want to see, different things, character models at the left and right. So, I guess it's game dependent on that, but, I tried to take everything off now. I mean, I like to give shout outs to those people that have followed and subbed and donated, but outside of that, like, I don't want anything on my stream. And I'm with you. I'm trying to work on different things. Cruise control is probably the next thing I'm going to work on, but again, it comes back to that investment piece. Do I really want to invest the 15 hours to get this thing up and running? Whereas I could just keep doing what I'm doing now and being just as happy. So, right now it's a struggle for me just to hit the go live button, because I'm having so much fun grinding Pokemon, and then I'll get on stream and I'll just walk in circles and people are like, what the hell are you doing, man?
It's hard. It's hard, man. It's a lot of multitasking. I think a lot of people kind of underestimate how much multitasking is going on at the same time. Like it's not, I said it actually last night. It's hard. I'm trying to, playing a game off stream and playing a game on stream are two totally different experiences. Absolutely. Because off stream, you can invest in the story. You can really immerse yourself. On stream, it's really hard to get that immersion and to keep your, community immersed, and, just keep it entertaining for you and for your community. It's hard to juggle that for sure.
I used to have an immense amount of respect and props to Flat, because I could not play games like Human Fall Flat, but on his stream, he would go and just have a blast with it. Right. And I was sitting there like, how does he have so much? Because I want to play games like The Witcher. I want to play games like Destiny. I want to play games like Madden that have serious need for investment. And so I'll sit there on stream and I'm like I said, I'll have Geralt riding his horse in circles doing nothing. But Flap would go to stream and he'd stream Human Fall Flat. What was the other one you used to play? You'd play
Super Bunny Man?
Yeah, that one. So you would just find games that could do 2 hours of fun and laughs, and everybody's laughing and having a good time, and then you're over it. You're back to whatever you're playing. And I'm just
that comes from having ADHD.
Let me go get on that. I'll go get that for myself. Thanks.
Witcher's a great game to stream, man. As soon as you enter one of those bathhouses, chat goes wild.
I've always struggled playing games with stories and that. It just takes too fucking long. Just let me get in, and if I'm killing stuff, let me kill stuff. I don't want to hear about your day. Whatever. Let me kill it.
Don't even get it started about a haircut.
It took me, I would say it took me a good 30 minutes to decide what haircut I wanted my characters to have.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I mean, a good 30 minutes. I would sit there and try on every
a little indecisive there.
I don't have hair, okay? See, it's thinning.
No, what are you talking about, William?
I don't have hair here.
Oh, y'all can look over here.
I'm compensating. I'm
sick of this freaking panel, man. Always making
Just shave your head. Embrace it.
I know. Look, man, I'm so sunburned. Like, it's red.
Oh
Just
yeah, man.
shave
You
it.
got to put some sunblock on that.
I am
learned that
sunburned
a
on
while
my
ago.
scalp from this weekend. Like, it still hurts. I'm an idiot and didn't put any freaking sunscreen in my hair. Dumbass.
Got to do it.
So we're recruiting for a panel that doesn't make fun of me every week. If you want to come on,
To be fair, he doesn't work to himself than anybody else. So
I brought it on myself. It's fine. Whatever. I'm done. I quit. I'm leaving. Bye. But I would literally spend 15 to 20 minutes trying to figure out, what I'm going to name my character, or, like, shake your head all you want, but it's true. I would waste so much time just sitting there, like, dressing up my character, and freaking Flap's over here just running through the story quest. He's done with the game 30 minutes to an hour before I am. So playing games with Flap is really fun. Like, you have a lot of good times. It's a lot of fun, but like playing Risk of Rain with him, he's 4 worlds before you and you're behind and you don't know what's going on, dying to everything.
Just keep up, man. Just keep up.
Get good, scrub. But I think
that comes from not having a lot of time to play games.
So you're gonna judge me like that, huh?
Yeah.
So I got too much time. That's what.
Yeah. You're a teacher. You get loads of time.
Loads of time. How?
Yeah.
I really don't know if I like you anymore.
Ask me if I care.
But that actually brings up an interesting point. Is all of our professions have changed at least a little bit with the COVID thing going on, and Natsu's working remote, and I know, like me right now, I don't even know if I'm going to go back to school. I don't know if I'm going back into a classroom. I don't know where I'm going to be. So it creates such a stressful environment for me because, like, Sage is looking for a job, trying to find one in a classroom. She's trying to teach, and she doesn't know if she's going to have a job. So what that does is that creates so much anxiety in my life that the only place where I feel comfortable is sitting right here. I feel like I can, my kids are on the landing. They're 10 feet away. They're playing games or they're hanging out or whatever. But when we're together in this little environment, this is something I can control. And so I will play games like that and just get immersed in it. And then the next thing I know, I'm looking up at a clock and it's 3 a.m. And it's because I'm comfortable. And, Natsu and I've made jokes in the past that when these headphones go on, everything else stops. But right now, with summer vacation going on and everything, like, I'm truly comfortable just sitting right here. And so you're right. I've got a shit ton of time on my hands, but I'm not making it any better because I don't want to move. So I've been doing like 150 push-ups every hour lately, but trying to keep the shit.
Let's see them guns.
I don't have guns. And even if I did, look how white. I mean, look, I'm just white, so you can't see it anyway. Jerks. Damn it. Even when I have a positive thing to say, I get trashed for it.
I get like 10 push-ups in. I'm like, oh my God. Oh, I'm going to fall over. Oh my God.
I assume you're a lot taller than I am. I'm a short, stubby guy, so.
I'm like 5'10".
You're 2 inches taller than me.
5'9", baby. 5'11" on a good day.
It depends on what convenience store you're leaving out of.
My wife always makes fun of me. She's like, you tell people a different height every time. I'm like, yeah, I want people to keep guessing.
What, he's 6'2"?
Yeah, exactly.
At least 6'2".
Sounds
6'2",
right.
235, rock hard, chiseled abs. Go
Only
look at
during
his Facebook.
Only during the spring. I sprout out.
Go look at this guy's Twitter. He's a completely different guy. Full head of hair, nice beard. Everybody's a little different online, right? Oh, man. I don't know. I think I stopped growing after, I'd say probably sophomore year in high school. I hit 5'8", and I have not.
What does that mean?
My stomach kept growing.
Same.
Like I was sitting here thinking, I'm like, I definitely didn't stop growing. Like I see the number on that scale still going up.
Let's not talk about that because we got the Serious Ladies podcast on Wednesday is going to be snacks, right? And they're gonna preview snacks from all over the world, and I'm not going to be able to watch it as in depth.
Awesome.
as soon as I see it, I'm going to want to go downstairs and munch on a bunch of snacks. And like, so Sage can't eat a bunch of sugar. And I know Taz sent in a ton of snacks, and Natso and Jimmy sent in some snacks too. So I'm probably going to eat most of them. And I feel bad, but it's going to happen. So the push-ups, the sit-ups, the wall sits, the flutter kicks, all that is in preparation for Wednesday. Because then I'm going to put on 4 more pounds. Awesome. Thanks.
Well, what I started doing, which I did a long time ago, and I lost a bunch of weight for my wedding, is I basically set up a stationary bike in front of a TV, and I go to town on some video games while I'm on a stationary bike for like 2 hours. And like by the time I'm done, I've gotten like a couple dungeons in Destiny done. My shirt's soaked. Like it kills 2 birds with 1 stone. So bam. We actually have the same thing at my office too. We have a treadmill in front of like a Super Nintendo Classic. So I take like a 30-minute break from work and I just kind of go to town on some Donkey Kong while I'm walking.
But see, I'm so uncoordinated I'd fall.
Yeah, that is a problem.
I'll fall off the bike.
I don't fall off the bike, you dumbass.
the bike's easy. The treadmill, though, you will definitely step on the side and you definitely can fall and very well hurt yourself.
So you say the bike's easy, but I tried it once, and every time I went to move backwards in game, I started pedaling backwards.
So can you rub your stomach and pat your head at the same time? Because I feel like that would be a problem for you. There you go. See,
this is what the dream has come to now.
We're off the beaten path. It's okay. But I don't know. I could like they have those. They have like the pedal stands. They're about a foot tall and they go under your chair. Yeah. And so you can do that and nobody can really notice it. But I've tuned into Brozine's stream while he's doing his workout, and F that. The dude's actually like putting in a full workout. Not gonna do it. Sorry. Like I just can't imagine doing that much of a workout, building up that much of a sweat while playing or whatever. But
no, he's like motivated me, like, because I was just like, damn, like I really gotta get it moving.
Nope, I don't want it that bad. Sorry.
Nope.
Me neither. Father figure is in effect. I'm okay with this. I'm trying to
I was at it, man.
Y'all over here talking about working out and stuff like that. I'm just thinking about pulling out a beer and going, yeah.
Hey, arm curls
are right now. I would be. I'm not even gonna lie.
Arm curls are a thing.
I'm gonna order some McDonald's.
That doesn't seem like that's going to help. Help with hunger, maybe? No? Okay. Ring Fit, I don't know. I've never really gotten into
So what's the dad bod called when you're not a dad?
Father, not father figure. Large? I'm sorry. I love you, but
not the mama? No, I don't know.
What is Ring Fit? I don't even know what Ring Fit is.
I was going to ask the same thing. I don't know what Ring Fit is. What is Ring Fit?
Natso and I are talking about like CPUs, video editing software, and then Ring Fit. We're like, what's that?
You don't want to know. You don't want to know. It's on some of those dodgy sites.
Ring Fit is for the Switch.
I'm gonna have to Google that later.
Yeah. Oh, so it has you like dancing around, like what was that one dancing game?
Just Dance.
The Just Dance kind of style where you hold. I would assume because it says ring. I'm assuming you hold some kind of ring and you start twirling around or some crap.
Yep, with a ring and a leg strap that makes you do exercises to defeat monsters. Definitely not going to happen.
It's a maniac. I could just see that.
I see Brozine in like those 80s shorts, the workout shorts. She's got a headband.
It sounds like a Channel Redemption to me.
Pushing his hair up, wearing a tank top. It's got to be tie-dye, though. Tie-dye tank top. Brozine, we got your channel set up, man. I hope you appreciate it. We got you set up. I don't want to see you in those 80s shorts, though. Keep those in the closet, please.
What? What was that? What are you guys laughing at?
Not sponsored.
Mm-hmm. Definitely not sponsored on that one. Oh, man.
How do we go about getting revenue from that?
Yes.
All right.
Anybody who makes parachute pants or workout shorts, please get with us for a sponsorship ASAP. We need that. We need that in our lives. So you're just never gonna see me in it because yeah. So windbreakers. Ugh, God. You remember like when you were walking in windbreakers and you were walking down the hall and it was just
Yes.
The worst
No, I'm
sound
not that old.
ever.
I remember wearing them in gym class, and I like slid to like get out of the way of a dodgeball, and I burned a hole through them.
That sounds about right.
You'd always have a hole in like
how like it's just like I slid and it like literally burned a hole through the pants.
you would have a
No,
hole in
got a
like
clue what you're on about.
the plastic, but you wouldn't burn through the cloth, so they were still functional. I don't know if I've ever seen a pair of windbreaker pants without a hole in them.
Yeah,
Like
True.
even brand new, it's like they got little holes everywhere. So
yeah.
all mine did. Eef.
They don't have that over there, Flat.
No, I'm actually Googling it now to see what they are.
Okay, so do you have Google over there?
No, I'm using Bing.
Yahoo search engine.
Ask
Ask
Jeeves.
Jeeves?
Yeah.
Hey!
That dude didn't know
I have no
crap.
idea what this is.
I didn't know crap.
That's Jeeves. That dude didn't know crap, man. Like, where are you taking me?
I did not ask for the black internet here. Let's see. Ask Jeeves always told us to go to Google and Bing. Nice. That's what I mean. That would be a perfect search engine. Like no matter what you search, it just brings up Google. seems efficient.
Yes, those.
Oh, God, why would you wear those?
Why wouldn't you wear those?
What's wrong with you?
We're all dads here. That's why. Come on,
Disappointed.
you have to like them. They're comfortable. as
Why?
hell.
No, fuck no.
When I was a
Shorts or
kid, I
nothing?
didn't get much of a choice on what I got to wear. So
I mean, like in 5th grade, I was wearing knee-high socks and longer shorts. You couldn't even see my legs. I don't know why I was wearing shorts in the first place.
Jenko jeans, man.
Yeah, man. Jinkos.
Oh boy.
Um,
Come on. The Jinko phase in America is going to come back. Like, it's just a matter of
Everything comes back full
It's
circle.
all cyclical.
That's true.
It's going to come back. And when it does, I'm going to laugh at all these kids.
No, I remember that from when I was a kid. My dad's like, "Watch, everything comes full circle." He's
Dad
like,
said the exact same thing, and I've
And
seen it
it's-
already.
"Yeah, same." He's like, "The shades are wearing now. I used to wear them back in the '60s," and he started going through a bunch of things. Same thing with my mom. I was saying things. Yeah, I used to wear those in the '70s, and things. They just come back full circle.
It's definitely not everything, but like certain things definitely do make their way back. Like, and it's funny how it works.
Aviators came back, so they were an 80s fad, and then they came back recently. Dave says pants that turn into shorts. Yeah, absolutely. Actually, those are still around.
I was about to say, I'm like, what do you mean? I still wear those. No, I'm just-
I mean, but
those trousers that zipped off at the knee.
yes, yeah.
aviators, always aviators.
I love the aviators though.
Always wear aviators.
No, I think for a while they did go out of style a little bit because I think people started people that wore glasses started wearing transitions instead, and then you had sports and fishermen who turned to their tinted glasses for a while. So even though they didn't necessarily fade all the way out, they definitely weren't the hottest things. Shorts that turn into Speedos. I need more of that in my life. It just cuts off right at the upper thigh, right?
Just a pair of shorts with scissors attached.
Oh, fidget spinners. Yes, bring back the fidget spinners. Natso's taking those.
Yeah.
I love the fidget spinners. Come on, man. Y'all didn't like the fidget spinners?
I did.
Loved it.
I'm not gonna lie about it.
I have
I still might play with one occasionally when I'm sitting at work, just like da 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 da.
These went out of style for a long time. They came back. I mean, I always twirl it when I'm on stream. So Rubik's Cubes have always been kind of my guilty thing. I always have one on my desk, no matter where I'm at. So
Never solved a Rubik's Cube.
I learned the algorithm.
I know there's like a pattern to it. Yeah.
There is an algorithm to it, but it's like 31 steps. It takes forever to learn, and I'll never learn it again. That's one of the penguins that are on the iceberg that jumped off, and it's gone. It's like gone forever.
That's all right. All you have to do now is plug it into a website to tell you where to turn, how to turn with pictures and everything. So I'm not gonna sit here and
There's an app for that.
Yeah, exactly. You literally set it to like, you tell it what color it is on one side, and then it'll tell you how to finish it after that. Like in each step, each picture, how it's supposed to look.
That is just not okay to me. I feel attacked.
You're just upset that we're smarter than you.
Shut up.
Hey,
I
you have
can't
to learn stuff.
I really dislike you.
Yeah, I know. You
Why
have to
is
learn
your
stuff
name
and
Sam
we just use
Diego? You dumb shit.
because that's my name.
Only
Is that
person,
okay?
only person in this chat that keeps changing their name.
Well, I've got to do something. Hold on, what do we want next?
Glasses, jacket, shirt, man.
Yeah.
So, real quick before we end this, and we normally drag on to an hour and a half, so this might take a while, but I want to kind of talk about. I want to give us a segment into the team or the Serious Ladies podcast on Wednesday. I kind of want to go around and talk about your favorite foods and favorite foods from different countries. I love talking about food. I had a lot of good food last week. I enjoyed some great meals. So I'd kind of like to hear your thoughts on favorite snacks, favorite foods, and things that you really look forward to. I know Flap he's an oatmeal cream pie lover, so I guess we'll start with him first.
Okay, snack. Oatmeal cream pie, fudge round, and then maybe like a wagon wheel. Do you guys have wagon wheels?
Yes, but they go by a different name. I think we've talked about this one before. I think
They're wagon
I
wheels.
think they're spin wheels here. Like
They're like a biscuit. They're a cookie covered in chocolate with marshmallow and jam in the middle, and then another sandwich.
Yeah.
And then after that, it's gonna be maple creams because fucking maple creams are dope.
maple creams are so good.
And then for meals, I'm gonna say Jersey Mike's.
Oh, Flap, new best friend.
I see. I just don't get on with the Jersey Mike's thing.
Oh my god, favorite
Philly
sandwich.
cheesesteak, man.
Oh, so good. So good.
So yeah, Jersey Mike's, and then maybe over here we have something called Seven Bone Burger. It's a burger place, and they make the most disgusting, greasy, drip down your arm burgers.
He's just talking dirty.
It is.
You know they're good when you have to lick your elbows.
Oh my god! What?
Wow.
They're good, man. They're good,
I'm not.
and they have poutine.
Oh, okay. There you go.
It's so good.
I think I might have a picture actually.
Yeah, I'm definitely for snacks. I really don't get down with the sweets too much. I like some every now and again, but I'm really not a sweets guy. For a snack, I just want a bowl of French fries. I mean, I'm a simple guy with simple taste. So, but I'm with you. The nastiest, most disgusting burger possible is what I want to eat. I mean, I want it dripping. I just want to have to change shirts when I'm done eating it. Like that's how nasty I want that burger to be. And so, pizza's always a good one, but I'm kind of burnt on pizza. I think I've had it too many times over the years. So I'm
Ham
definitely
and pineapple on a pizza.
Shut up.
Oh,
You ruined everything.
I
Why did
actually
you
just tried it recently and I didn't mind it.
It's not bad. It's just the going from a hot pepperoni or a hot piece of ham to a cold pineapple. Just it's not okay to me.
why is it cold?
We started World War III over here.
It wouldn't be
Yeah.
cold. It's cooked. It's hot.
Yes, but it
It's-
still cools off faster than everything else.
No, it doesn't.
It's hot, nasty fruit. Okay,
Ugh.
next.
No. But you
Hot
like
fruit
apple
is
pie.
gross. No,
No.
I can't stand apple pie.
Same.
None of you are Americans.
Okay.
I don't
How
mind
would
it.
you know?
There's very
I'm more American
little.
than you.
It's a very short list of things that I will not eat. I'm going to put that out there.
Well, like for me, I can't stand chocolate cake. I can't stand cake anyway, but chocolate cake is even worse. I don't eat it. Ugh.
I make a joke. I'm like, there's a very short list of things I won't eat. One of those things though is raw onions. Like if I come anywhere close to a raw onion, I will gag and possibly even go.
I don't need this negativity.
I was about to say I don't need this negativity in my life.
I'll bite right into an onion. I don't care.
Cook onions all day long. Raw onions. I make a joke like I'll be on Fear Factor. You have a bowl of raw onions there. I will say no. You give me the cockroaches and all that. Okay, I'll win the money for sure. But raw onions, no, I'm out.
Really?
Yeah, man. That's it. Can't do it.
I love onions cooked, raw, on burgers, pizza. I don't care. I will eat onions. I love it. It will
ruin my day, my week, my month.
That's the same way we feel about pineapple on pizza.
Same.
Just staying out there. Take that exact same feeling that you just announced
right there.
Like I can eat pineapple on the side by itself. I can eat it in drink it in a drink, smoothie, whatever. Don't put it on my fucking pizza.
But it has to be cold. It's meant to be cold. Pineapple is better cold. Eat it cold.
I don't know. I'll eat anything. Just put it in my mouth and good.
That's where I'm at, Flap. I except for raw onions, I'm all about pretty much everything.
I mean, I'll try anything once. I'm just not big into, especially rich chocolate cake. I just can't. It's too much for me, and I don't enjoy it. So, like, for my birthday, Sage will make a chocolate chip cookie. She'll just make a giant chocolate chip cookie cake. Or I'll eat cheesecake instead. But I just don't enjoy cake. It's not something that I enjoy.
I was going to say, like, my snacks are usually baked stuff, like cakes, muffins, cookies, like anything baked sweets. I'm all about munching on. And for like meal wise, I love poutine. Delicious, amazing. I really love Thai food too. Thai food to me is like just amazing. Best tacos I ever had, Mexico. Right, fish tacos. I don't even like fish tacos, but these fish tacos in Mexico were just blow my mind out of this world. Favorite cake, I'm just gonna put that out there. Carrot cake. I'm a huge carrot cake. Yeah, every year, birthday, carrot cake pancakes for breakfast.
Hint, wife Merc. Hint. I said hint, wife Merc.
Oh, she knows. Like every year for my birthday, carrot cake pancakes. It's like a tradition at this point.
How do we feel?
Recipe? Yeah. They're amazing, delicious. Highly suggest.
How do we feel about Black Forest Ghetto?
I don't know what that is.
What the hell did you just say?
Black Forest what?
Hold on, I'm Googling it.
I'm Googling it.
I'm dinging it.
I mean, I'm definitely like, if there is a sweet that's around, I'll take a little pinch of it, every now and again. Like Sage will make Oreo balls. I have one of those, but I can never just. I don't know. I know some people who can eat cake all day, every day, and I can't do it.
Same.
That's me.
I have to be in a particular mood to eat cake. Personally, like I'm not. Cake is usually one of the lesser things I usually choose if there's a choice. I'm not usually that big on cake, but if it's there, I'm gonna have like a tiny slice.
I'm a cake man.
Yeah, see, cake. My kids actually get a little bit irritated with me because, for most birthdays, part of celebrating it is you get to. What is that? Oh, sorry, I'm looking at the Black Forest thing that he just sent. So my kids get irritated because they want to have cake on my birthday, and I don't have cake. So
what do you have?
Like I said, I do the chocolate chip cookies, or we'll do. We just do a big breakfast. Really, I'm born on Christmas Eve, or I was born on Christmas Eve. So
every year he's reborn.
Normally, shut up. Normally we're at families' houses that night, so normally we'll wake up and Sage will make a breakfast fit for an army. Pancakes, eggs, bacon, hash browns. We'll have the whole fit. And that's more of what I like for a meal than.
I love breakfast.
Same.
Wait, you don't like cake? But you just said you have pancakes.
That's totally different.
Cakes. Cakes.
Cake made in a pan.
If you want to.
It's in the fucking name.
You shut up. I'm actually a waffles guy more than pancakes. So
yes!
Same.
Yes!
It's the same thing.
Waffle Crew.
Totally different. And
My
you say
kid,
you're American.
yesterday asked for pancake over waffle. I don't know about her. I don't know.
I told you on Twitter, man, adoption is an option.
Yeah.
Pancakes. I'm raising her wrong. I don't know what's going on.
The way the waffle holds the syrup, absolutely. David's got it right.
Cup.
Waffles are like pancakes except with abs. I like these. These are good. I don't know. That's just my preference. Is I would rather have breakfast over. I'd rather have a full meal as compared to like a snack that's going to cost me 1,500 calories in a day.
So waffles over here are very different.
Imagine that.
Really?
Hold on. Let me see if I can do this screen share.
Yeah, ours comes with extra freedom on them. That's why.
With a side serving of freedom syrup.
Am I sharing? Whoa.
Oh, Inception.
Oh, there's holes in it.
It doesn't hold the syrup?
It goes right through it.
It's made of potatoes.
That is a blasphemous
made of
thing.
potatoes.
What the hell?
So what, are you throwing some ketchup on it? What the fuck? What are you doing with those?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not
It's
gonna
not
lie. I
breakfast,
get
right?
down with a potato waffle.
Waffle fries. Tell me waffle fries ain't the shit though.
Yeah, they're the best ones.
Yeah.
Let's just be real about it. They're the best fries.
Yeah.
See, I don't care if it's the crinkle fries. I don't care if it's curly fries. As long as it's crispy. Like, I hate biting into
golden
a fry
crisp.
chewy.
Yeah.
Like you bite in and you like feel the potato. I mean, I like potatoes, but when I eat fries, I don't want to compare them to potatoes. If I want potatoes, I'll go eat mashed potatoes. But
True. Fries. That sounds amazing.
But I'm on the same page. I'd rather have like a full meal than like these pastries and these candies and stuff like that. But my thing is never like breakfast is cool, but like my big things has always been like lunch and dinner. And I love like Mediterranean food. I love like Indian food, like curries and things. Oh,
curry is so delicious.
My people's food, obviously Mexican. I'll take Mexican anything, any day. Tacos, anything you can think of. Moles, pozoles, menudos. But I'm all about the full course instead of these like pastries. I'm like, yeah, you give me a pastry. Like Tim and I said the same thing when it comes to cake. If I were to get a cake, it would be like a really small cake, and it more likely be tres leches cake. But that's only if it's cake. Pies, I don't want it. Don't care for hot fruit. No, give me a piece of chocolate if that's the case. I don't care for any hot fruit. I never liked it. I can eat the cold fruit. Like if you give me some apples, I'm gonna tear down some apples. But don't put that in a pie and make it hot because it's I don't want it.
Cold pie.
Nope, not even.
Dude,
Don't want any of that. Don't want any. What's the other one? The that's basically made the same thing as a pie, but it's like what is it called?
The cobbler.
Yeah. Cobbler. I don't want any of that crap.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of cobblers either. I mean, the cherry. If I'm gonna eat it, it's gonna be cherry. But I'm definitely gonna stay away from like when I bite into an apple pie, I'm expecting cold, crunchy. And then I get hot, semi-crunchy, and it is just not okay.
What about pumpkin pie? No,
I don't really like the taste of it.
Like I'm not gonna be impolite if somebody serves me pie and I'm gonna eat it because that's part of being, my culture. Like, don't disrespect somebody.
You're gonna have my pumpkin pie, not so.
Yeah. But if you give me a choice, would you like some pie? I may say no. But if you put a plate in front of me, I'm not going to be disrespectful and not eat it. You offered me pie. You know what I'm saying? But would I prefer it? No, I don't want any cobblers.
No,
I don't want any pies.
That makes sense. Yeah.
How do we feel about this? Can you see it? How did that do it for you?
Oh, I remember that. Yeah, like it was weird, like a burger, a hot dog with beans on top of your fry. I remember this.
See, if it was the right bean and it wasn't a sweet bean, I would eat.
That's not sweet. What the fuck are you on about?
Those look like sweet beans.
What the fuck is a sweet bean? That is an 8-ounce burger with a foot-long sausage, about 2 pounds of chips covered in cheese and beans.
Cheese and beans.
Cheese and beans. What's not to love?
If you give me some refried beans on there, I'm good. I can't do those sweet beans.
They're not sweet. What? Why are you saying sweet beans?
Because I'm going to keep calling them sweet. They look sweet.
They're baked beans.
I'm not big on baked beans either.
I'm not big on baked beans.
Because he's saying that baked beans in America, they typically tend to be sweet because they add brown
more
sugar.
sweet.
Yeah.
Brown sugar.
Oh, wow.
I don't eat like that. Being as traditional Latino, like Mexican directly, we don't eat our beans sweet. We do like stuff like frijoles charros, which is phenomenal. I've done it. We've eaten them at over at Tombstones. I took him over to his house.
Black beans, I'm good with.
Beans, yep.
I'm good with stuff like that. I'm just not good with the whole brown sugary. Again, it's a matter of what I expect when I bite into it and what I get. And when those two things don't equal, I don't like it.
I'm the exact same. I'm not into the sweet beans.
I can't stand them. I mean, they make them. That's cool. And then usually when you go to barbecue joints, I can't stand that they do it because I want beans.
They do it all the time.
But I don't want baked beans because it's going to have sweetness to it. Either they did brown sugar or whatever they did to make them sweet. But it's, no, give me regular ass beans, just some salt. Either do some chicken stock or beef stock, put some bacon in it. I'm good.
Yeah, that's it. The fewer ingredients, the better. I always say that the less you have to dress something up, the better it tastes. And Flap, to answer your question, that thing that you put in there, I'd probably eat it. Like that seems like something American that I would just chow down on for no good reason. But expectation versus what I get, it has to kind of match. And yeah, I want onions in my beans too. By the way, give me onions in the beans. Just for Burke. I love the face.
You also sent me a link on Cobbler, and we would call that a crumble.
A crumble?
Same thing. It's really like a casserole, like a type of a pie, like Groovy said in the chat. It's really just a crumbly part with the fruit, the hot fruit. It's a mess.
So if it was an apple one, we'd call it an apple crumble.
See, I watched the Great British Baking Show with my wife, and I learned all these things there. The Great British Baking Show, Flap, you don't know about this?
In the Great British Bake Off.
Bake Off.
Oh. Isn't it called show?
Nope.
Hold on. Are we sure it didn't change after Netflix bought it?
I mean, Netflix didn't buy it. Channel 4 bought it.
It's Channel 4.
Channel 4.
Oh, you're right. Damn. All right. Yeah.
I'm saying Channel 4. What's Channel 4?
Channel 4.
Right, Channel 4 is Fox. What's your Channel 4?
Here, Channel 4 is Fox. So.
Channel 4 here is Channel 4. Channel 5? Channel 5.
I remember Channel 3.
Oh, no shit. Huh, cool. Good to know. Well, in America's Channel 1, 2, 3, they're Channel 1, 2, and 3, but guess what? There's a network against it.
Remember the 5th of November.
What do you think Channel 6 is?
Probably Channel 6.
Canal 6.
Damn kid. Channel 3 or 4 is the channel you put the TV on to play the NES. That's how old we are. Jeez, man. I don't know. Like everything we've talked about with food, I'm the same way. Like if I look at it and I have an expectation when I bite into it. As long as it meets that expectation, I'm good with it. The moment you dress something up and it doesn't taste like what it looks like, I'm out.
So you can do those like cakes that like look like a giant sandwich, and you cut into them, and they're
absolutely not. No, that's horrific. That is something I would have a nightmare about.
Can I just have the sandwich like real life, like everything in it?
Give me a sandwich that stacks like this tall.
Yeah.
Let me bite into it, hurt my jaw because I can't lift it. I'm good. I'm good with that.
One time I had a peanut butter and jelly pizza.
Ugh.
It was delicious.
That doesn't sound good at all.
It was really, really good. I'm telling you.
Well, Cake Man doesn't like peanut butter anyways.
Yeah. No. Broken ass. Get out of here.
What's the difference between jelly and jam?
I think a jam is thicker with actual particles in there.
Yeah, jelly is more of a gelatin. That's kind of like why it's called a jelly, is more gelatinized. And jam is more just the smushed fruit.
It's thicker.
Yeah, it's thicker. Yeah.
So jelly for us is your Jello.
What?
Huh? That's another snack I cannot stand is Jello.
Yeah, it's
disgusting.
That's what we call jelly here.
Nastiest shit on the planet.
Damn, man, you guys got a long list of like stuff you won't eat. I'm over here like, give me the Jello, give me the cakes, give me the.
Remember when we had that talk about father figure? This is why. I don't know. I eat a lot of food, but I don't eat snacks. I don't like them. I mean, I'd rather, like, when it's time to eat, I'll go down and grab a banana to keep me over until dinner. Or for those of you who love it, I love pickles. I'll grab one of those. But
I try to stay away from snacks for the most part because, like, obviously, you know, got to watch it every once in a while. Can get out of hand real quick with the snacks.
I've tried my best to. It's harder now with COVID and us all being home, but like during a quote unquote normal time, I will avoid buying a bunch of snacks and putting them in the house. Instead, I'll go to more fruit. I'll go to more, more vegetables and just set them out. I know Natso's family and I, when we got together a month or so back, we started like putting just bowls of fruit onto a table, and the kids would come by and they swarmed it. Like, I mean, it was gone in an hour, maybe.
My girls love fruit.
Yeah, we did.
Our kids love fruit. Like, you can't set any piece of anything out. We haven't even washed it, and they're already trying to like grab it and eat it. Like, wait, we haven't even rinsed any of this stuff off.
Like, we need to clean this, especially.
Yeah.
It's crazy to see like a 1-year-old walking around with an apple just taking bites out of it. I'm like, oh my God, chew your food, please.
No, I mean, the kids when we bring them together, especially all 8 of them, when we bring them together, it is like you just put anything healthy on the table and it's eaten. Like when they're alone, they'll eat all this trash food, but when they come together, it's like they're always eating a little better. So anyway, that's kind of our discussion on fruit and food in general, because we are coming up on the return of the Serious Ladies on Wednesday. They're going to be doing snacks from all over the world. They're going to do Canadian snacks, Iranian snacks, Mexican snacks, American snacks. We got some British in there too. So we've got snacks from all over the globe a little bit. We're going to get to see them chow down on some and give us their feedback. So with that, absolutely. I always look forward to the Wednesday podcast because I can sit back and just observe, and I can listen to some great discussion between Taz, Sage, Jimmy, and normally Natso's on there, but whoever the 4th member on their panel is. They have had some wonderful conversations on their Wednesday podcast, and I strongly urge you guys that I know we have a lot of people that are watching this podcast, but make sure you're tuning in for Wednesday because you get kind of the other side of the coin. You get us men talking technology, games, food, but to get it from the women's perspective is not only just as compelling, but it's also very interesting because you just don't get to hear that out here on Twitch. And we don't get enough of the enough visibility to the women's cause and how women in gaming and women in streaming and women's lives are. So it's definitely a great platform for Team Serious. It's a great platform for us guys to listen to and to hear their perspective without us interfering and interjecting. So definitely make sure you guys come out for the Wednesday podcast. With that, we're going to wrap things up here. I'm going to go around the horn, just check up with everybody, let us know where you're going to be, and then I'll flip it over to Natso for the closing arguments, and then we'll get out of here. Flap, where can we find you, buddy?
I was unprepared for this. Please find me. I threw the script away.
Take 2 weeks off and everything goes out the window. Like, we haven't done this for 6 weeks now.
Find me at Twitter, Flap and Smack, mate, I think, and also in the Discord.
Which Discord?
Both of them. Please.
Exclamation point Discord. Find him in all of the Discords, guys. All of the Discords. You can join any random Discord. He'll be there. It's weird.
Absolutely.
All right, Merc, go ahead.
You can find me at twitch.tv/Merc_show. Stream mostly at 9 p.m. Eastern time. You can find me floating around Discord servers and whatnot. Team Serious, of course.
Which other ones?
United Vindication.
His own.
Merc Nation.
Brozine's trash ass or junk ass Discord.
Yep.
I always say trash ass instead of junk ass. I don't know.
Junk ass. It's junk ass. Yeah, junk ass.
There's a difference. No,
Brozine, we love you. We're sorry from me and everybody. Heartfelt sorry. Enjoy your workout, though.
Not me.
But yeah, those are the places you can find me. And yeah.
And for me, you're going to find me over at Twitch, XX Tombstone XX. You're going to find me every Sunday here working with Team Serious. Also, again, working casting, coming up events, working the Siege tournament, CSGO League, Rocket League Season 1 is underway as well. So a lot of projects that I'm working on, but always going to be sitting here on Sunday mornings, making sure that I enjoy with whoever this panel is at the next week. So, and also you're going to find me working with Team Serious, working with United Vindication. And one more time, quick shout out to those guys, because I know a lot of you are here watching. Thanks for being here and supporting Team Serious and everything they're doing. But just a huge thanks for you guys. I know we took a 2-week break, but I really enjoyed coming back and getting back in the flow of things. And so it's going to be an interesting couple of weeks with all the tournaments, podcasts kicking back up. But again, please check out Wednesday's podcast for the Serious Ladies.
Thank you so much, everybody. And all their information will be located in the show notes at the end of this podcast. So don't worry if you're like, oh, I don't remember what he said. That's not the other. All the comments, links, and everything that just said will be in the show notes. Anyways, I appreciate y'all for being here. Thank you for taking the time. It was a nice little break. I think everybody needed it. Stay tuned. ! Battlefy in the chat will get you to our tournaments page where you can find all active tournaments, everything that's going on right now. As he mentioned, Rocket League, Rainbow Six Siege, FIFA, newly added FIFA, is in there. Join the Discord, get involved. That's all I can say. This show was brought to you by ! Gamer Grind in the chat. Use our code to get a nice little discount to help support us and what we do and be able to provide you these podcasts, and all these good people joining here and, just telling their story. With that being said, anything and everything we've ever discussed in any of the podcasts, you can find at teamseriesdfw.com/podcasts. Take you to everywhere. We're all over the place. If you are on an iOS device, you can find us on Apple Podcasts. If you're on Spotify, you can find us on Spotify. If you are on Pandora, you can find us on Pandora. And if you're on Google Podcasts, you can find us on Google Podcasts. On our website, there's literally links to every major podcasting source that we can think of that I fed that XML feed into. So any and every popular feed is on there. And I just usually describe the top 4 because those are the people tend to have installed on their phones or tend to go while they're working. With that being said, thank you so much. We'll see you on the Wednesday podcast and again on next Sunday. And remember, always stay serious. Check you out next time.
See you guys.
Pineapple
Have a good weekend.
No, it doesn't.